Chat, this is my first playthrough of Wind Waker. We're gonna do a casual playthrough. I never played this game before. So I hope you guys are gonna support me on this endeavor. We'll see how we do. I just heard it was a really good game, so I thought, you know what? Maybe we should do like a playthrough or two, just see how it is, you know? But no, I feel like enough time has passed since the Tears of the Kingdom launch that I'm not gonna drop it, don't get me wrong. I still have plenty of content to make in that game, but I no longer feel the need to play it as a full-time game, so I feel like it was time to come back to Wind Waker. I actually am not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to come back, chat. I will warn you all though, chat, today we're not gonna have a top tier run. I'm just warning you, day one, do not expect a fast time. I'm just telling you, all right? It's gonna take a day or two of... It's at least gonna take a day or two minimum to kind of come back to it, all right? We're gonna need a little bit of time, all right? We're not gonna be able to just kind of squeeze out a top level time day one. That's just not happening. Wind Waker Return. We have all been waiting for this. Now, if we go to look at the Wind Waker leaderboard, there's a couple of things that catches our eye. First is any percent. That is the first category that we can return to. The second option is any percent no manual super swim. Third option is the all dungeons speedrun. Fourth option is 100%. The fifth option is PST, which if anyone doesn't know, I wanted to make sure so I didn't say it wrong, is Pearls, Swords, and Triforce. It's basically the retro category, if anyone wonders. It's basically no barrier skip. It's literally is no barrier skip. You're not allowed to do barrier skip or octagon loading. It's basically just like an old category. And last but not least, we have glitchless and low percent. Now, let's get a few things out of the way. We're gonna take glitchless and throw it out the window. That's not happening, all right? I'm just gonna tell you right now, we're now returning to glitchless. It's not happening. Bye-bye. If you're hoping for glitchless, there's the door. Not happening. All right. Glad we figured that one out. Nah. Also not doing low percent. There's 2 runs on the leaderboard. Not a huge fan. Low percent. You can go out the door as well. Not happening. None of those meme categories. Not happening. I'm sorry for calling glitchless a meme category, by the way. I didn't mean that, but whatever. Either way, not doing that. Anyways, okay. Now, to the main categories. What will we be doing, chat? I know you all been wanting it. So, here is the game plan. We will return to 2 categories. The first category that we're returning to is any percent no manual super swim, because I am not doing propaganda skip. And the second category that we'll be returning to is The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker 100%. Last time we played this 5 months ago, we only played it for about 3 weeks, a month, and then I got distracted by another project. I never got around to actually getting good at the game. So this time, it is time to actually push the category. Because we only did I think we did 6 runs or something. We didn't do a lot of runs. We really didn't get a lot in. I got distracted. So, that being said, we're currently 4th place on 100% Wind Waker, which is unacceptable, too slow. Ugh. So, we gotta push that down. And the second thing is any percent no manual super swim. Now, if you're wondering why am I doing those 2 categories specifically, it's quite simple. I was originally gonna do 3, which included all dungeons, but then I realized something. My brain could not handle switching back and forth between all dungeons and hundo because the strats are different but similar, and it's not happening. I'm telling you, if you thought that we before would forget a lot of treasure charts and seagull heart pieces and things like that, I can't even imagine how that would be if we're trying to handle in all dungeons and a 100% at the same time. Not happening. But anyways, so that's it. So we're gonna return to any percent no manual super swim and 100%. There's one thing that scares the living crap out of me, chat. 100% is competitive. 100% is the most competitive category right now in this game. I don't even know how, but somehow 100% has the newest world records and current grind. I don't know how it's happening. When last time we were playing it, the world record was around 6 hours and 10-15 minutes. Now it is a 6:05, and that record took place 9 days ago. It's brand new. There's actual competition in Hundo. It's the only category with competition. Any percent's record was 10 months ago, and the second place run was 2 years ago. Any percent no manual super swim, the last 2 runs were 4 months ago. All dungeons record is over a year old. No barrier skips record is 5 years old. Glitchless record is 4 months old, and the second place time is 6 years old. 100%? 9 days. What? It's the only recent record. I don't understand, but it's happening. People just like 100%. So what we're going to be doing today is the first day of coming back is we're going to de-rust on any percent no MSS, which means basically I'm going to lazily go through the main tricks with practice codes just to make sure I can perform them. And then we're going to do a few slow runs. To kind of get back to it, because you know me, I don't practice. It doesn't happen. So we're going to do some any percent no manual super sim speedruns today, and we're going to come back to it that way. And then we're slowly but surely going to be getting ready for going back to 100%. Yes, this is a first playthrough. I moved my hand to split. I was like, wait. Chat, do you want to know a really weird interaction that I had yesterday? I was playing some Resident Evil 2 offline, right? And I get a personal message on Xbox. And I know I never add anyone on it because I don't use my Xbox that much. I opened the message because I think it's kind of weird. And it's just a message that says, Linkus plays Resident Evil 2? Question mark? And I thought, that's funny, that's cute. And then I realized there was a chat history. So I scrolled up. And this man, this man had been DMing me on the Xbox since 2019 to 2021, and then I guess gave up. So he had been sending me private messages on Xbox in between 2019 to 2021. And it's basically a bunch of, Linkus, you're the best Wind Waker streamer. Linkus, you will get the world record. Linkus, you are the GOAT of Wind Waker. Linkus, don't worry. You're getting this world record back. I thought it was really funny how this guy had just been like messaging me even though I had never responded once, because I'm going to be honest, this isn't even donut walling. I don't look at my Discord, or sorry, I don't look at my Xbox messages, all right? No offense, but I'm not looking at that. I didn't even know you had that anymore nowadays. Anyways, so yeah, I thought it was funny that the guy has been just sending me DMs for 2 years, like I was in the chat, just cheering me on playing Wind Waker. And then he, after 2 years, just sends me a, Linkus plays Resident Evil? Chat, I'm feeling pretty good. I thought I was going to be way more rusty. I'm feeling pretty good. This is pretty smooth. I proceed to kind of just go like, well, I don't know, Zelda, what? Whatever, we're ready to do runs, I think. Linkus, the clock is 3:24. Go a leg day. Bro, I live in America now. It's 8 o'clock. Am I gonna stream the wedding? Dude, I've been trying. It won't happen, chat, but trust me, I tried. I really tried. I really made a good pitch. I said we stream it and we get it sponsored by Manscaped, but she was not having it, all right? I had a great idea. I had such a great idea of sponsorship by Manscaped and streamed at the wedding. She was not having it. I don't know what to tell you, man. I tried, Chad. I still think it would be so good, though. All right, let's see if we can get Decatur cutscene skip. Hold. Pretty clean so far. Let's hope that this guy goes out first try. Nice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. This is a pretty good run, honestly. I'm not too upset about it. I'm actually pretty happy about it, if I'm being honest with you. Okay. Now we need to get double storage. Perfect. I just killed all my speed. I might drown right now. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. That's really bad. I just lost a lot of speed with my air. I might drown. I drowned. Oh no, if you don't save in the oh wait, this is fully run dead. Well, I kind of want to finish a run. That's unfortunate. Let's just do another one. That's really unfortunate. This was legitimately like a good run. Like dead ass. Believe it or not, legitimate good run. And I'm not saying that as in the context of like, oh, good run for being rusty. Like, no, an actual pretty good run. Like if you compare this to... If you were to compare this to my PB, which remember is only like 1 minute off world record, my DQ leaf time on this run was... Oh, wait, actually, this is interesting. Yeah, so this DQ leaf time was tied with my 117 PB, and it was only about 50 seconds behind my PB, which my PB, I think, was even ahead of world record, I think, on this part of the run. Let me check. The world record at a DQ leaf time of 40:47. Yeah, so I was only like 45 seconds behind world record, which is really good for that point. All right, well, let's do another one. Why not? Wait, actually, I gotta call Maisie out here, actually. I want to do a quick call out about Maisie. I think that it's so funny how different me and Maisie are. So I have this written down, actually. So I got a bunch of like different really nice meals, right? Like that I'm like, man, this is sick. I got like a bunch of different things, right, Chad? So I would get things like herb-crusted chicken with mashed cauliflower, potato leek mash and grilled chicken, mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice, Romano and black pepper shrimp pasta, roasted garlic chicken. I would get like a bunch of different things like that, right? And then I handed the phone to Maisie and I said, all right, pick what meals you want, Maisie. She proceeded to put in what she wanted. And let me just like, I think it's so funny how different we are. So I got like all of them, right? Like just meat. And she's like, 3 chicken taco balls, 2 red pepper queso chicken balls. That's it. I'm like, bro, what? And then the next week, 3 chipotle pedo pepper balls. And I'm like, bro, what? What is up with these balls? What are you up to? What? Why do I say balls? I mean bowls. Whatever, I'm done. I'm out. That's the end of this convo. Balls are on my mind now. I can't. I'm done. What made you choose to come back to this run? Oh, this run? This is just de-rust to move on to 100% in the future. This is just stepping stone. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not done with Tears of the Kingdom speedrunning. But I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. And this might upset a few people in chat. And take it with a grain of salt, because it's just one man's opinion. I feel like both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are fun speedruns, but they get more boring quickly than other Zelda speedruns. I just feel like the way that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom speedrunning is kind of structured and how those games are, they just become way more repetitive quickly than these old games that are broken, because it's like there is less uniqueness to the areas, there is less like unique tricks and specific situational things in specific areas. There is like less things to do in terms of movement. A lot of what Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is the same thing many times. And I know you can look at many Zelda games that are older and say the same thing, right? Like, yeah, Wind Waker has a lot of super swimming and storage. That's very true. Yes, does Ocarina of Time have a lot of hessing and things like that that are the same? Absolutely. But at least in my opinion, really, that sucks. But still, despite all of that, and despite, yes, of course, every game will have some repetitiveness, there's just more originality and uniqueness in the runs. And another thing, and it's gonna sound like a weird thing to be for, but I legitimately think it really helps the speedrun out in the long term, is that because these older Zelda games are more based upon tricks and more in ways like this, the stakes are so much higher in the runs that it makes for a more intense and fun watching experience and running experience. Like, I'll give you an easy example. And let's say you're speedrunning Tears of the Kingdom and you're doing a longer category. And let's say that you happen to accidentally fall off of an auto build cancel slide, right? You happen to fall down. What happens? Like, think about it. What would I do in a run if I fall down? I drop 3 more wings and I do another one. Literally, if I'm doing a longer category of Tears of the Kingdom, I literally just do that. If I happen to get a bad speed and a BIL, I just do another BIL. If I'm doing one of these games and I fail a rung warp, or let's say I fail a super swim, my run is often soft locked or completely dead because I can't try the glitch anymore. So there's just like more stakes to it as well. Let's see if we can finish this run off, Chad. Can we get some good RNG on these morphs? Let's find out. Here we go. Okay, not first try on the morph, maybe second. Nope, bad RNG. Cool. For people who don't know, you can't make it up to the top without having the grappling hook, which we don't get in this run. So you have to basically, you shoot a morph through the floor right there with a fire arrow. And then you just have to hope that you get a far bounce, which is unfortunately RNG based. In average, with 2 morphs, which is how many morph attempts you can have on one attempt, because there's only 2 that are close to the pod, you have about a 1 in 3 chance to get it. Which is why, by the way, I will not come back to full-time grinding this. Because when I was trying to grind for world record, when I was like doing this category 3 or 4 months ago, I lost so many runs to this exact thing right here. It's very tiring eventually. Oh, hey, nice. Not bad. Okay. Please go backwards, Morth. Terrible RNG. Please go backwards. Terrible RNG. Come on, dude. Please go backwards. Yay! Okay, this will work. It's not a fast angle, but it will work. Can someone tell me what's happening? Sure. So I need to get to the end of the platform right now. But there's an issue. If you look, the only way to get to the top end of this platform is by using the hook shot, which I do not have. And there's no way for us to get the hook shot because the hook shot is located in the middle of a Wind Temple. And there's no, even if we could make it into Wind Temple, it'd be very slow. But we also can't. There's no way to enter a Wind Temple early without my car. And like I said, even if we could, it would just be very slow. So I need to make it to the top of this arena, on top of this platform right here, without, you know, being dead. So I'm going to do this trick right here. So basically, I need to get to the top of this platform, right? On top of this arena to make it to this fight. But the issue is, there's no way to make it up here. There's just no way to make it up to that arena without the hook shot. Now, there is a glitch you can do known as a zombie hover, because which basically means you go down to 0 health, and then you can do that little hovering glitch to get to the end by mashing A and B while you're dead. However, even if I were to zombie hover into this loading zone, I would just watch this cutscene and then die, meaning I need to have some way to land on a heart or get healed in some regard, and you can't bottle a fairy. Now, you can get a morph up on that platform, which is that little spiky enemy. Issue being, the morph does not drop any items if it's killed with an arrow. It only drops items if it's killed with a sword, which is why for a long time this category sucked and we had no way to get to the end. However, what Gymnast figured out was that there's a glitch with the morph, where if you are very close to the morph and you slash it with your sword, you can hit the morph with your sword on the same frame that it jumps onto you to attach itself to you. If that happens, the game will remember that you dealt damage to the morph with the sword, but it couldn't do its death animation because it jumped onto you on the same frame. What you can then do is roll to make it fall off of you, blow it to the top, and then shoot it with an arrow. When you shoot it with an arrow, it does the death animation, but it remembers you attacked it with its sword, so it still drops the heart. Issue being that when you roll with a morph, it is completely luck-based which direction it will go. And it has to go backwards because that's the direction the area is in where we need to blow it towards. So that's basically what I'm doing right there. And then the second morph was just so I could have a heal. Because I don't feel like doing this with one heart. Because I'm bad. Alright, let's do it, chat. For Wind Waker specifically, if you can play HD, I would recommend it. And time. Not a bad D-Rust run. No reset D-Rust run. 1:18:51. Not bad. If this was an actual first run of mine, 1:18:51 would put us at 12th place in the world. Not bad. Not too bad. No, I think I'm not gonna push it too long. I think this is a good D-Rust for now. But like I said, I think I'll prioritize doing Wind Waker in the next few days so I can kind of D-Rust quicker. I'm going to D-Rust on 100%. I really want to return to 100%. I think 100% is really fun, and I think chat's really going to like it too.